In this National Data Center, which is located in this Shimla office campus of Pune, we receive the data from all the observatories which are taking observations in IMD all over the country. So observations are taken 8 times in a day. They are collected by the observatories. Then they are sent through the communication channels, and then they come here for archival. When they come here for archival, we process the data for the quality checks, and then after all the quality approvals procedures, we archive the data. So this is the major component of one of the component of the National Data Center. After that, this data is made available for public through data supply portal, through which we supply the data to all the parties, all the users of the government organizations, educational institutes, research scholars. For all the purpose, we need a meteorological data, and it is the central repository as well as the supply station for the meteorological data in IMD. So Pune has the additional responsibility of archiving this data forever. So we have the records right from the beginning of the observations, maybe in the 19th century, so beginning of the 19th century till date we are having the data, and it is being preserved in our server rooms, and now entire data has been digitally converted into the digital format, and the entire data supply mode has been moved to the online mode.
Long-term climate data is unique source of past information about atmospheric parameters. Thus, are references for climate variability and change assessments. World Meteorological Organization has recognized 12 stations in India as Sentinel stations, which are stations with climate data of more than 100 years.
Observations are taken by IMD observatories all over the countries. We see that the observatories are spread all over the country. They are taking observations 8 hours a day, and every time the observation is taken on real time, we receive the observations at NDC here. And what we can see here, it is the minimum temperature for today. We see that we can find out the range where the temperatures are higher, where the temperatures are lower, where the cool conditions are prevailing. So it's possible because of the MMR online system, through which we are receiving the data on real time immediately at NDC. We supply the data through this data supply portal, where we can check the entire data which is available from the 1969 onwards, which can be supplied for different stations, and entire procedure of data supply is online through this portal. So its address is about dsp.imdpune.gov.in, where anyone can log in and take the.
This is climate application, actually climate application sector. For climate services, climate application is one of the important division where we can provide climate application, that use of climate for all the sectors. Under GFCS, the WMO, they have divided that 5 important sectors, that is priority areas where the main thrust can be given, like agriculture, water, disaster management, then food security, and health. So we are providing actually all, we are trying to give information for all the sectors. And for that, first priority is the providing actual climate information, including extremes and climate of important cities. Under that, if you see, we have actually recently, last 1 or 2 years, we have divided, given that information through our IMD Pune website, where we have a dedicated climate information website, where you can get the climate of any cities, important cities, smart cities. So you can click, you will get the information on one-page summary of climate information for particular city. Okay. Similarly, if we have the climate information, normal of climate extreme, you can have normal for all stations, all available station. You can click and you will get the normal temperature, maximum, minimum rainfall. So these are the climate information as well as extreme information, that is past 100 years ever recorded. Immediately user can select the data. For the sector, we have actually for climate, these are the priority areas where as per GFCS we have agriculture, food security, disaster risks, reduction, energy and health and water. So we have, from the initial stage, we are providing the application for the agriculture sector as well as water sector, because in our group, hydrology, drought monitoring as the most important unit, where we are giving the information to the agriculture advisory that every week we are providing the drought information for the agriculture, national level agriculture advisory. Whereas in hydrological part, all rainfall information for all over the country, that is, we are receiving the rainfall data, we are processing, preparing the rainfall report, preparing the climatology, and as well as the climate change studies, because different state authorities for planning management, they require the climate information, that is climate change, what happened for different state, different district for past 30 years. We are continuously preparing this type of report. Just like recently we have prepared rainfall change report of impact of climate change for states, all states, and that provided to planning commission for their planning purpose. For the drought, if you see the drought monitoring for application, climate application, we have dedicated web page for drought monitoring. We have the weekly aridity map, and this also we have recently improved our visibility with the web GIS application, where you can have information for each district. You can have, we have search option for the districts, where you can search your district. Just like Pune, if you search, you will get the Pune, and you will get the information what is the drought condition for that. So aridity anomaly is the one of the indigenous index, and that is the first country we have from 1967, when drought research unit set up. We have developed that this index for drought monitoring purely for the agriculture purpose. In addition, we have now started from 2003 another drought index, which is worldwide used for drought monitoring for agriculture drought, hydrological drought, meteorological drought, as well as socio-economic drought. Here also we are giving that with GIS application, that information for drought condition, as well as we are also giving the forecast for the coming 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, up to 4 week, what will be the drought condition. That is also informative, and that is being used for the agriculture purpose. For the application for the health, we have started the generating weekly health bulletin using climate forecast for the next week. That is information also available in our IMD website, where initially we have started giving the forecast, that is climate outlook for the health of vector-borne disease, malaria and dengue. The district wise first week and second week. In addition, we are trying to enhance this for the state-wise, state specific. Just like recently we have a meeting with the state government of Odisha as well as Maharashtra. We are trying to give that warning for the malaria warning for the coming 1 week, 2 week for the state specific, just like Odisha, for jointly with the state government. For the energy also, we are already having discussion with different energy sectors, and we are trying to give the information as well as use that climate information for the generation, just like wind energy, power energy. That research is going on. In addition, the climate information, whatever extreme are happened, so we are continuously updating with the world record also, just like for world record happened that Cherrapunji, that is highest 48 hours rainfall. That was earlier, it was not from other countries. So the 1995 June rainfall, 15 to 16 June, that was though it happened in 1995, but we have continuously requested that WMO, they have set up the international committee, they reviewed the case, and finally a few years back they have recognized that as a world record for highest 2-day rainfall. Whenever any that extreme happened, that extreme information we have to give, that is data, and all the data, as I told, that for rainfall data, snowfall data, it is we are getting from state government as well as our departmental observatories, that we are processing and trying to improve the data quality and supplying for the different user, as well as use for climate change studies.
Climate Monitoring and Prediction Group is the important section of Climate Research and Service, IMD Pune office. In this section, mainly we are dealing with climate monitoring, which include climate diagnostic and preparation of climate summary, annual summary, and climate forecast prediction, which include rainfall prediction for summer monsoon as well as various other season. And we are also issue the forecast and outlook for temperature forecast for hot and cold weather season. Every month we are issuing that main climate drivers like ENSO and IOD. That bulletin also we are preparing every month. These products may be useful for sustainable development.
Hello everyone, myself Prasad Bhor, Meteorologist A. I will be discussing various activities carried out by Climate Monitoring and Prediction Group. This unit is carrying out country-specific climate-related activities like preparation and publication of monthly, seasonal and annual climate summaries for the Indian region. Climate Diagnostic Bulletin of India, that is CDBI, highlights of main meteorological features observed during the month as well as season, with temperature, pressure, wind, rainfall, monthly area average mean temperature, time series for the country as a whole. And this is prepared for whole year from January to December, as well as for all seasons, winter season, pre-monsoon, southwest monsoon, as well as post-monsoon season. Annual climate summary. Time series of annual mean temperature and rainfall anomalies, temperature and rainfall special maps for all months of the year, as well as intense low pressure systems formed during the year, station-wise temperature and rainfall extremes, and significant weather events during the year. For example, in the last decade, 2011 to 2020, it was the warmest decade of the century. Thus, this summary helps us to understand the climate and climatic changes in a particular region in a better way. Then monsoon report. It discusses the operational, monitoring and forecasting aspects of the southwest monsoon, as well as various observed global and regional climate patterns associated with the southwest monsoon every year. There are some additional activities of the Climate Monitoring Group. Normal, maximum, minimum and mean temperature observed over 700 plus districts of the country, and trends in these temperatures are displayed on IMD Pune website, that is www.imdpune.go.in statewise. Earth System Science Organization, SOIMD, also involved in climate monitoring and diagnostics on every month for a larger region of South Asia to bring awareness to the users on the prevailing climate situations around the globe and their possible impacts on the Indian climate. Quality controlled, high resolution, daily graded rainfall and temperature products are also prepared by this unit for user community. Disaster weather events report is prepared. Preparation of climate data products and climate diagnostic products is also done by this unit. This is the diagram for disaster weather events report. Then graded rainfall and temperature data sets are freely available for download in different resolutions on CRS IMD Pune website. Then these are the pictures of the climate diagnostic products.
I'm Smita Nair from Climate Prediction Group. Under climate service activities, this group issues the operational long-range forecast of Indian summer monsoon rainfall, seasonal temperature forecast on subdivision scale for the country, and onset dates forecast of southwest monsoon over Kerala. Currently, two types of models are used to prepare the long-range forecast of southwest monsoon rainfall. First, a state-of-the-art statistical model, which is an ensemble forecasting model, is developed through in-house research and is being used since 2007. A dynamical model, which is a coupled forecasting system, is developed under MOES Monsoon Mission project. This shows the statistical model. The table shows the predictors used as input in the statistical model. The table also shows the correlation coefficient of each predictor with respect to the long period average of Indian summer monsoon rainfall. The second model is the dynamical model, which was implemented in 2004 in addition to the existing statistical forecast system. The table gives the different forecasts issued by IMD. The Climate Research and Service Office of IMD Pune is recognized as the World Meteorological Organization Regional Climate Center for South Asia. Presently, the Regional Climate Center issues various climate outlooks for South Asia, including consensus statement on the forecast outlook for rainfall and temperature for various seasons. It also issues ENSO Bulletin, Seasonal Climate Outlook, Seasonal Temperature Outlook, and South Asia Outlook.
नमस्कार, आप सबको वेदर फोरकास्टिंग डिवीजन यानी कि मौसम पूर्वानुमान विभाग क्लाइमेट रिसर्च एंड सर्विसेज ऑफिस आईएमडी पुणे में स्वागत करता हूं। यहाँ पे जो कामकाज हम लोग करते हैं ये संक्रियात्मक यानी कि ऑपरेशनल कामकाज, पूर्वानुमान देना हमारा काम में एक मेजर पार्ट होता है। तो इसके लिए आज के दिन में भी हमारा जो टीपी सीट वहां पे पूरा कंट्री से आंकड़े आते हैं। ये आंकड़े लेके उसको प्लॉट करना एवं उसका एनालिसिस करना। ये एनालिसिस मतलब आप जानते होंगे सरफेस चार्ट एनालिसिस एवं अपर। एक हमारा कामकाज में रहता है लोकल पूर्वानुमान। अभी जैसे आप देखे होंगे शिवाजी नगर, पाषाण एवं लोहेगा, ये तीनों ऑब्जर्वेटरी का आंकड़ा लेके हम हर 3 घंटे बाद डिस्कस करते हैं, स्पेशली शिवाजी नगर लेके, एवं इसके आधार पर लोकल पूर्वानुमान दिया जाता है। हमारा जो डेली प्रोडक्ट तैयार होता है इसमें एक है डेली वेदर समरी। डेली वेदर समरी में आपका जो पूरा कंट्री में क्या सिनेप्टिक वेदर फीचर एनालाइज चार्ट यह हाईलाइट किया जाता है एवं कहां पे कंट्री में किधर क्या सिस्टम एवं चीफ फीचर्स ऑफ रेनफॉल जब रहेगा या लोएस्ट टेम्परेचर या हाईएस्ट टेम्परेचर बताया जाता है। सेकेंड पेज रहता है आपका, उसमें आपका सब डिविजन वाइज पूर्वानुमान विद चेतावनी एवं इसके अलावा हमारे प्रदेश के लिए वार्निंग, चेतावनी एवं लोकल पूर्वानुमान, स्पेशली अधिकतम तापमान, न्यूनतम तापमान इत्यादि। इसके अलावा जो और एक काम है IDWR, इंडियन डेली वेदर रिपोर्ट, वो भी आपको बताया जाएगा कैसे वो लोग उसका रिकॉर्ड रखते हैं। साथ में वीकली वेदर रिपोर्ट ये तैयार होता है। हमारे लोग वीकली जो सिनेप्टिक फीचर्स क्या है एवं कैसा रहा, उसके साथ साथ जो चेंजेस वगैरह एवं मीडिया रिपोर्ट, वो पीरियड में कोई प्रॉब्लम हुआ तो क्यों हुआ, कहां पे हुआ वगैरह देखते हैं। सिमिलरली हमारा हर एक सीजनल रिपोर्ट ये भी तैयार होता है। सीजन मतलब अभी जैसे करंट सीजन विंटर, जनवरी, फरवरी, मार्च टू मई और एक सीजन, ये जो हर एक महीने का रिपोर्ट तैयार करके हम कंसोलिडेशन भेजते हैं HQ को। ये पब्लिश होता है हमारा जो क्वार्टरली जर्नल मौसम में। इसके अलावा और भी बहुत सारे कामकाज है, जैसे चेंज चार्ट तैयारी, कहाँ पे क्या परिवर्तन। समुद्र एरिया कन्फाइंड टू अरब सागर, बंगाल के खाड़ी एवं आपका इंडियन ओशन का एरिया जो कि हमारे इंडियन सब कॉन्टिनेंट का वेदर कंट्रोल करते हैं। पुणे वेदर बेस्ड साइट डेवलपमेंट का कामकाज चल रहा है एवं मे भी अगला एक आधा महीने में वो खत्म होने जा रहा है। साथ साथ में जो ऑब्जर्वेटरी नेटवर्क म्युनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन एरिया पीसीएमसी एरिया, यहाँ पे भी हमारा लगातार कोशिश है नेटवर्क बढ़ाने का, एवं आगामी दिन में जुन्नर में एक होने जा रहा है पीएमसी एरिया में ऑब्जर्वेटरी सेटअप करने जा रहे हैं। इसके अलावा पुणे के लिए, पुणे ऑफिस के लिए एवं वेदर फोरकास्टिंग के लिए ऐप तैयारी का काम भी चल रहा है। मे बी विद इन 2-3 मंथ्स उस शेप में आ जाएगा। सिनेप्टिक एनालिसिस, साथ में बहुत सारे न्यूमेरिकल वेदर प्रेडिक्शन मॉडल उपलब्ध है। उसमें जितना पॉसिबल है 3, 4, 5 मॉडल देखते हैं। साथ में जो सैटेलाइट प्रोडक्ट्स उपलब्ध है एवं DWR प्रोडक्ट, ये सब के सहारे हम लोग जो कंट्री लेवल पूर्वानुमान उसमें हिस्सा लेते हैं, जो स्टेट लेवल पूर्वानुमान उसमें हम लोग एवं RMC मुंबई के साथ, RMC नागपुर के साथ हम लोग भी पूर्वानुमान उसका देते हैं, एवं जो लोकल पूर्वानुमान ये भी दिया जाता है विद चेतावनी। तो अभी हमारे टीम आपको दिखाएगा कि कहाँ पे क्या कामकाज चल रहा है।
आप देख रहे हैं यहाँ पे हम वेदर फोरकास्टिंग डिवीजन में सरफेस चार्ट एनालिसिस करते हैं। सरफेस चार्ट में हम जो मेट्रोलॉजिकल पैरामीटर्स है वो सब हम पैरामीटर्स जो प्लॉटेड रहते हैं वो हम एनालिसिस करते हैं और आइसोबार्स निकालते हैं। और यहाँ सिस्टम में जो डे टू डे हमारे सिस्टम्स होते हैं, लो प्रेशर एरिया, हाई प्रेशर एरिया, ट्रफ लाइन, ऑफशोर ट्रफ, ये हम पूरे साल में हम डे टू डे निकालते हैं और इसका हम प्रेजेंटेशन बनाते हैं। जो प्रेजेंटेशन में हम चेन चार्ट, सरफेस चार्ट और अपर एयर चार्ट और सैटेलाइट पिक्चर का प्रेजेंटेशन बना के हम ये सभी RMCs और MCs को प्रेजेंटेशन करके हम ये भेजते हैं। और इसके अलावा हम ये पुणे वेबसाइट, जो पुणे का ऑफिशियल वेबसाइट है, उसमें हम अपलोड करते हैं डे टू डे, मॉर्निंग और इवनिंग में।
यहाँ हम मिनिमम टेम्परेचर चेंज, मिनिमम टेम्परेचर डिपार्चर, ड्यू पॉइंट टेम्परेचर चेंज, MSLP चेंज, MSLP डिपार्चर, इसका एनालिसिस करते हैं डेली बेसिस पे और अपलोड करके वो पूरा नेशनल लेवल पे जाता है।
In morning, we are analyzing 3 UTC chart, and evening we are analyzing 12 UTC chart. Here we are locating daily. We are locating cyclonic circulations, western disturbances, anti-cyclones, then trough line, then wind discontinuity, and this data is used for preparing the inference, and which is finally used for preparing the summary. As per the wind direction and wind speed, we are locating the systems. That is the location of western disturbance, then the sizer where it is, how it is moving westward or eastward, and the location of trough line, and that all data is used for video conference, and they finalize the inference, and from that summary is prepared.
इस तरह से पूरा डेटा जमा करके हमें सारे जहाज जो भी डेटा देते हैं उनमें से जो भी अच्छा दिया हुआ डेटा है उसके बारे में उन शिप्स को हम लोग शिप मास्टर्स को अवार्ड देते हैं।
यहाँ आर्काइवल का भी काम चलता है। आर्काइवल मतलब 1933 से लेकर आज के डेट तक पूरा एनालाइज चार्ट्स वेदर सेक्शन का हमने अपलोड किया हुआ है। यहाँ पे ये दिख रहा है 2021 और फरवरी मंथ। जो टीचर्स हैं और जो बाकी लोग साइंटिस्ट हैं उनके लिए ये काफी उपयुक्त है।
Agricultural Meteorology Division was started in Pune in the year 1932. From the beginning, the prime objective of this division is to provide weather-based information to the farming community. Hence, in 1945, first of this kind of services was started by providing the weather information in the form of Farmers' Weather Bulletin. It was continued even up to 1970, and during 70s, as per the recommendation of National Agriculture Commission, IMD started first agromet advisories at state level to the farming community in 1976 from Chennai. Later on, this service has been downscaled to district level from monsoon 2008 onwards with the active support from 130 agromet field units across the country. After getting success in extending this service to district level, presently the AS bulletins are being prepared for number of blocks in the country on experimental basis. In order to provide these block level services, IMD is establishing its network at district level in collaboration with ICAR in their network of Krishi Vigyan Kendras. Presently, along with 130 agromet field units all over the country, during last couple of years, around 192 new centers have been established in each district. And these centers together, they are preparing almost all the districts, that district level AS bulletins. It is around 690. These are being done operationally. Along with that, on experimental basis, more than 2,700 blocks, these units, they are preparing that agromet advisory bulletins. In view of improvement of these agromet advisories, qualitatively, different organizations, leading organizations in the country, for example, this ISRO, NCMR WF, IITM, ICR CRIDA, then ICRISAT, all joined hands together to improve the services, to improve the quality of the bulletins, and ultimately incorporating their findings for framing the advisories.
For preparation of agromet advisories, it is essential to know the weather conditions during previous few days to understand the possible impact of prevailing weather on crops. In view of this, Agromet Division established a network of agromet observatories for effective use of real-time agromet data in Agromet Advisory Services AAS. For these data are of much use for preparation of district as well as block level agromet advisories. Agricultural Meteorology Division is specialized in setting up agrometeorological stations within agricultural farm through selection of sites, installation, preparing of periodical inspections of meteorological instruments. Under this network, at present, there are more than 200 agromet observatories across the country where the data recorded at 7 and 14 local mean time every day. Various parameters recorded in agrometeorological observatories are dry bulb and wet bulb temperatures, maximum and minimum temperatures, soil temperatures at 5, 10 and 20 cm depth, rainfall, wind speed, wind direction, sunshine duration and evaporation. This division also compiles soil moisture data at different depths, that is, at surface 7.5, 15, 30, 45 and 60 cm. A web-based system has been developed in collaboration with National Informatics Center, that is NIC, Pune, for received scrutiny and archival of weather data received from agromet observatories as well as sharing the same using internet. Scrutinized data are archived in National Data Center NDC, which is then supplied to various users such as agricultural universities, State Department and Research Institute of Agriculture, etc.
The website of Agromet Division has developed in collaboration with National Informatics Center Pune, and the website is operational since April 2011. Around 500 users from different agromet field units, district agromet units, agromet observatories and state meteorological centers are using this user-friendly website to upload the agrometeorological information for its sharing and dissemination. Main objective of the web portal is to display agromet advisories prepared at block level, district level and national level based on medium and extended range weather forecasts. Apart from agromet advisories, observations recorded at various agromet observatories as well as medium range weather forecast at block level, district level for next 5 days and extended range weather forecast at meteorological subdivision level for subsequent 2 weeks are also displayed in this website. Advisories on do's and don'ts for general people and also for agricultural activities have been made available through this website. In view of regular monitoring of preparation of block and district level agromet bulletins as well as farmers awareness program, a dashboard has been prepared and integrated with this website.
Division caters to the need of farming community to take decisions on their day-to-day agricultural activities and also provide information to the crop weather watch group, government agencies and planners for both at state and national level for taking strategic decision making. Project is executed in collaboration with agromet field units, district agromet units located at various agricultural universities, Indian Council of Agricultural Research and Indian Institute of Technologies. To felicitate experts working in field units in preparation of location-specific crop advisories, various products are being generated based on land-based weather observations such as spatial distribution of temperature, relative humidity, rainfall, wind, cloud and soil temperatures at different temporal scales like daily, weekly, fortnightly, monthly and seasonal. Satellite products like insolation and reference evapotranspiration on daily basis and normalized differential vegetation index, progress of agricultural vigor, vegetation condition indices on weekly scale are also being generated. A derived product, soil moisture, based on both realized and forecast are also being generated using land-based satellite observations. These products are useful for generation of crop condition and framing location-specific agromet advisories. Agromet units and district agromet units utilize these products to generate bi-weekly bulletins at district and sub-district or block level. Based on the inputs received from district and block level agromet advisory services, bulletin is being prepared at national level and communicated to the planners for strategic decision making and control measures under stress conditions. Advisories are disseminated using multi-channel disseminations like television, radio, various other electronic and print media including short message services through M-Kisan, portal of Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare, Government of India. Around 43.4 million farmers are receiving SMS directly across the country. Apps like Meghdoot, Mausam, Umang, eMausam, etc. are also disseminated weather information and agromet advisories. For enhancement of knowledge agrometeorology with an objective to improve the quality of services, various capacity building programs are conducted by the division at both national and international levels. We also encourage agromet field units and district agromet units to conduct various awareness programs on weather and climate and for upgrading the skill of farming community and also participate in Kisan Melas and undertake field visits.
We also coordinate preparation of agromet advisory bulletins at district and block levels in Maharashtra in collaboration with 9 MFUs and 10 DAMUs. Agromet bulletins are being prepared for all the agricultural major districts and 196 blocks in Maharashtra. For preparation and extension of agromet advisories to farming community, Agromet Division also coordinates with State Department of Agriculture. The weather information including weather forecast and warnings on extreme weather events as well as agromet advisories are being prepared and disseminated through SMS and through WhatsApp groups formed by different MFUs and DAMUs. Recently, during the Nisarg cyclone, 37 lakhs farmers received SMS well in advance to minimize the loss.
आमची काढणीच्या वेळेस काही फवारणीच्या वेळेस जे माहिती मिळते आम्हाला अगोदर मिळते त्याचा आम्हाला फायदा होतो कापणीचा किंवा फवारणीचा याचा फायदा होतो की पिकासाठी किंवा आज तुमचा मेसेज आला किंवा 2 दिवसाच्या नंतर पावसाचा जास्त अंदाज आहे तर त्याच्यानंतर आम्ही कापणीचे 2 दिवस किंवा 4 दिवसासाठी लांबू शकतो आणि त्याच्यानंतर आमची सोयाबीनचं जे पीक आहे ते आम्ही चांगल्या प्रकारे काढू शकतो.
या मागच्या 2020 मध्ये काही त्याचा फायदा झाला का?
हो झाला पाहिजे
कसा
किंवा मागच्या वेळी जे समजा पाऊस झाला त्याच्या माध्यमातून जसं की बुवा चण्याचं म्हणा की सोयाबीनचं त्या पिरियडमध्ये जे पाऊस येणार होता समजा त्या पिरियडमध्ये मोसमचा अंदाज होता त्या मोसमचा अंदाजाच्या हिशोबाने तुमचे जे हवामान खात्याने जे ग्रामीण मौसम सेवा केंद्राने जे मेसेज पाठवले होते आम्हाला, त्याचे आम्ही उपयोग घेऊन समजा की बुवा जास्त 2 दिवस लांबून कापणी ते वगैरे केलेलं आहे.
त्यामुळे काय तुम्ही काय करू शकले, सोयाबीनमध्ये काही हे झालं, बचाव करता आला तुम्हाला?
हो, करता आला नाही. सोयाबीन आमची जी दागी किंवा खराब व्हायची शक्यता होती ती झाली नाही. आम्ही चांगल्या प्रकारे त्याचं उत्पादन काढता आलं.
अच्छा, म्हणजे तुम्हाला असं वाटतंय की ग्रामीण कृषी मौसम सेवा ही फायद्याची आहे
आणि अशी चालू राहावी असं आमचा हे आहे.
अच्छा, तुमच्या